How many things have you wanted or dreamed to achieve but keep delaying, waiting for the right time? Heck, you didn't even start doing anything. Days, months, even years passed and still you didn't begin. If I had to answer myself, I'd say I have a lot of goals like that. And it's time to say enough is enough. One of those goals was learning Japanese. Every time I wanted to start, laziness got the better of me. That's why today and for the next 24 hours, I will finally start learning to read Japanese. And I won't stop until I get the hang of it. Until those random shapes start to make sound. Let's start. Since I was a kid, I always wondered, how can a random shape store sound and meaning? Who decide what sound each symbol make? And how did people even start learning them in the first place? After years of reading Roman letters and Arabic script, I stopped seeing them as drawing. My brain just read them instantly as words. I once tried something stupid. What if I swapped some letters and made my own coded language? Why do I have to follow what people made centuries ago? Well, that was stupid. Aside from accidentally turning bad words into good words, it was totally pointless. Today, I am jumping into a completely new language with a written system I have never seen before. How long will it take me to make sense of those shapes? Can I really learn them in just 24 hours? Thanks to the internet, I can already guess the answer before I even start. And the answer is no. You see, all the languages I grow up with use one single alphabet set to form their written system. I never thought some languages out there might have more than one. Japanese has three. The first is called Hiragana, a bunch of symbols that don't have meaning on their own, but each carry one specific sound. It's harder to remember than English letters because it doesn't use vowels to control sound. Every symbol has its own unique sound. Still, I guess it's easier to read once you get used to it. The second is katakana, basically the same as hiragana, but a completely new set of symbols used for foreign words. And lastly, kanji. You might think this task is 3 times harder since there are 3 alphabets. Yes, but you had to be wrong. It's much harder than that. Kanji has around 10,000 characters, each with its own meaning. Even natives struggle with some advanced ones. So there is only one way to finish this challenge. I will try to learn at least one alphabet set, and it has to be the easiest. So of course, I will start with hiragana. I began searching for a good app made for that. I tried Duolingo before, but it kept throwing kanji in my face after just a few lessons. The goal wasn't to be efficient, it was to be fast. So I started looking for other apps. I found a lot, but they didn't work for me. They tried to make me memorize shortcut or random story to remember each symbol, but I was already struggling to recall the sound. How am I supposed to remember a story written by someone else's imagination? That was never going to work. So I tried mimicking how I learned my first alphabet as a kid. I remember a teacher hitting us to read words again and again and again, and somehow it worked. So I looked for an app that let me draw each hiragana and hear the sound every time I wrote it. Sadly, that didn't work either. Written with my finger on a touchscreen felt terrible, and the symbols were too complex, wasting time just to hear the sound. I needed something else, something purer. I needed to learn them as if I had never learned any language before. To see a symbol, hear it, and connect it to directly into my brain until it clicked. I wanted to reach a point where I could see those symbols everywhere, in the tree branches, in the clouds, and instantly hear their sound in my head. And for that, I found this app. To be honest, whoever made it is a genius. After trying many, this one was the best. Hiragana Pro. There are 46 hiragana symbols in total, and this app turned them into a small game. Each hiragana has 10 stars. Every time you see one, you hear its sound. You get 3 choices below. Pick the right one and you earn a star. Get it wrong, you lose 1. To finish, you must earn 10 stars for all of the 46 characters. But the genius part is the progress system. The app starts by grouping similar sound, first the A set, then the H set, and give them to you in order before randomizing. That builds a strange but effective mental connection. Reading ha he ho becomes surprisingly easy. So I start playing and slowly learning to read those random shapes become mind-blowing. I have read English for years and forgot how amazing it is that someone can turn thought into lines and verbs. What I forgot most though was how hard it is to learn that skill from zero. Reading isn't a gift, it's something earned through struggle. Because everyone around us can read, we forget its real value. Worse, we look down on those who can't. Maybe that's why teachers used to hate us. They forgot what it means to learn something truly new. They thought we were stupid for not reading a novel at the age of 6. But think about it, no matter how smart you are, you change your environment completely, you instantly drop to a baby's level. People might understand that you are a foreign to their land and language, but you might not forgive yourself for being unable to understand a child's sentence. Throwing away everything you know and starting again is humbling. If you can't accept that, you will struggle and fail at first. Then you will never learn anything again. At that point, you can only say, above everyone who knows, there is someone who knows even more. So keep learning or stay where you are and choose to know less. Anyway, 2 hours later, things start making sense. Getting a streak of a correct answer was no longer a lot, but I noticed something interesting. Even though Japanese is a completely different from my native language, sometimes humans reach the same conclusion even when being far apart. Starting from zero wasn't entirely true, because we still have what kids don't, the ability to reason. The experience experience of solving problems through life help us learn faster. The first amazing thing I discovered was this. Because Hiragana has so many symbols, its creator tried to make it easier. He uses small dots, called dakoten, above some characters to change their sound. And strangely, Arabic does something similar. Same shape, different dot position, different sounds. That helped me a lot. Once you learn one set, you can easily learn 2 or 3 more. For example, ha and ba are the same, except ba has 2 small dots. And only the ish set has another variation, a small circle, that changed the sound to pa. It's weird that the H can become both B and P, but it's actually made perfect sense to me. Some people even mispronounce P as B in an entire region, in entire country. The T set also used dakotin to make the D sound, and that clicked immediately because in Arabic both come from the same tongue position. Half the hiragana were basically solved that way. Humans are just humans, wherever you go. A few hours later, I kept using the app until suddenly I finished them all. There was also another rule that changed sound, similar to English vowel. By combining some hiragana with small vowel, symbol like ya, you, or yo, you could create a new sound. Only certain characters allow this, mainly those missing full sound sets, probably to make reading simpler, just like the Kotian. For example, she becomes sha, sh, or sho. I'm sure there are more, but I couldn't check them. The app wanted me to pay for the rest, and I had no connection anywhere. Still, I think today's goal was clear. I thought about learning katakana too, but right now my brain refused, just like when I struggled to switch main in fighting games. So the real question is, can I read hiragana now? To find out, I will make the next video about that. For now, you will find me live on YouTube and Twitch trying to finish Duolingo in real time. If you want to learn together or just hang out, come join. It's been more than 10 years since I dreamed of speaking this language. Finally, I have taken the first step toward it. No more wasting time. It's time to work hard and harder. See you soon and stay safe. Peace.